Alrighty. Hello everyone, my name is Roiner, and I will be commentating this Kirby 64 match. This match today is going to be between Mr. Shasta, the Weasel Man himself, and Zappay, one of the Japanese representatives. This match should be very interesting and close because their PBs on speedrun.com are like 30 seconds apart from each other, so very close skill-wise, or personal best-wise at least. Shasta's seeded 9th, while Zappay's seeded 8th. Hello everyone. I did not pull up the SRL thing, so I have no idea if they're starting soon or not. They should be going pretty soon, I think. Oop, Shasta's off. Both runners successfully skipping the intro. Very good. That's the hardest trick in the run. Single fire that Shasta just picked up is going to be used for the majority of the run. Or not the majority, but like whenever they can. Because of the amount of ability swapping to pick up the shards, we can't use it at like all times. They're also going to be puff canceling. Puff canceling is like there's like this tumbling animation that happens after a burning is used or a fire thing is used, and you can cancel that animation by puffing instead of having to sit through it. Pretty soon we're gonna pick a bomb. Oh, that works. You need a bomb to destroy this block here, because the fire and bomb combo still has bomb in it. It can be used to break it. This gives us fireworks, which can be good for this boss here, which you can use both the abilities to kill him real fast. Very good level from both players. Kirby crying. We're going to be seeing Kirby crying a lot because it's faster. Sorry, everyone. We're going to be grabbing single fire here once again. Makes life way easier. The timing for fires on their own are actually pretty like harder than you think with the puff canceling and everything. Because you have to like mash a button and then mash the other one, or like time them, and it's just weird to get used to. Another thing is that like you might have noticed this already, but the more you use fire in like a row, it'll actually, the amount of fire will like decrease. So you're going to be having to time your puffs at a different time. These players are just grabbing this shard right here. Shouts to the Gramp cry emote. Just killing this bouncer to get the shard. Oop, Shasta went the wrong way there for a second. This is Adeline. Adeline will paint pictures and stuff, and like there's a little bit of RNG involved with brush weaving or something. I don't really understand it. The first part of this battle is an auto-scroller pretty much, and we just get to sit and watch these players dance around and destroy these enemies. Play sure. No one really knows what that blurred object is. I don't even know. Next up is Ice Dragon, though. Or Quagsire, as a lot of us prefer to call him. Ooh. This is Dark Matter. Dark Matter is the final boss to Kirby's Dream Land 2, and as well as Kirby's Dream Land 3. In 1-3, we're going to be using single fire on the ground. I think this is the first time we see it, but it's actually faster than doing it in the air, but because of the enemies in the first 2 levels, we weren't able to see it as much. But we get to kind of just see it, how fast it is on the ground here for a second. Zappay is barely in the lead, however, they're still very, very close apart. We're going to see a few ability switches in this level, one of which is coming up very soon. We're going to be grabbing Cutter, and then combining it with another Cutter to get Double Cutter. We need Double Cutter to grab one of the shards at the bottom of this thing coming up. Only Double Cutter can get it because of its bigger hitbox and everything. We're going to say hi to Adeline, and then bye. So the story with this game is like all of, or at least for World 1, all of Kirby's friends are like possessed by some evil thing, and we're trying to save him, and then they help us out after we destroy him. We're gonna get Double Fire here. Did someone say Double Fire? Double Fire is kind of like I think it's faster. I think it's technically faster than Single Fire. Ooh, Zappay getting hit there, and Shasta taking the lead. We're just beating up D&D. Double Fire is very useful for this upcoming boss, the boss of World 1, Wispy Woods. And Wispy has a few incidents of RNG. We might see some differences in a minute after these baby Wispies die. Ooh, good RNG from both players. That is what you want to see. One puff from both apples. They got the exact RNG. What the heck? You don't see that often. They're pretty much synced up. I believe Shasta has a very slight lead. I'll refresh my stream real quick because it's lagging a little behind. 2-1. We're going to be using Double Fire a little bit. Double Fire has its perks. It has a bigger hitbox than Single Fire. However, it lasts way longer than if you were to like run into like a wall or something. You just get stuck there for like a year and a half. I personally really dislike Double Fire, but it is fast, so we will use it for a small amount of the run. I'm going to use Double Fire right here, and then we're going to get rid of it. Because who wants that? We're getting Stone, and then we're going to destroy this cactus enemy. Sorry, cactus. This is the best room in the game. This is where we see Sanros. Sandross is the little guy in the back spitting out sand. There's the emote. Thank you, Thomas. This level's an or this part of the level's an Oscar. Coming up is one of the, is actually a pretty big run killer that will hopefully not happen to either of our players today. We need to combine this stone with a Sparky enemy to get Stone and Spark. And what do Sparkies do pretty notoriously is just be an absolute meanie and just destroy you. Oh, Zappay getting it, Shasta not though. However, they both were able to hit the Sparky and get the ability they need. If you miss that that shot, or if Sparky destroys it, you can lose 2 minutes just replaying the level because you can't get stone again after that, and you need it to grab that shard. So very, very brutal, but thankfully both of our runners have gotten it. Shasta grabbing the green star. 2-2 has pillars that if you run into them, they will like crush you instantly and to kill all of your health. I believe both of our runners will be waiting. Yep. That first pillar, there is a way to skip it. However, it's absurdly hard. So very understandable that none of them go for him. Oh, something I haven't mentioned is sliding. Sliding has a very, like, if you just use it straight on the ground, it has a very like long like animation, and it's usually very slow. However, if you use it on a ledge or against like right next to a transition, you can just it like cuts the animation down so you can get the speed boost from it and everything, and it's very fast and very good. That's why they won't like slide everywhere and just use it sometimes. Once again, in this room, there's a lot more crushing things. These little pillar things on the close to the ground here can shoot up like that, and if you get crushed in between them, all of your health is gone. At the end of this room here, we're going to be grabbing ice and ditching fire. Ice can be used for I don't think there's any shards with it. However, we are going to combine it with something to get curling, and curling is gonna be faster than just stone on its own. This is the first DDD section. We get to hang out with DDD for a little bit and break blocks and grab shards. This place is kind of like a maze. It's easy to get lost in. Have our runners hopefully know where to go. Zappay is still keeping up a very slight lead. Yeah, about like 6 seconds of lead. So still anyone's game. Shasta going for a safety tomato. Very reasonable. Our runners are going to be backtracking to 2-2 and combining it with stone. This will give us curling. And curling is very fast. Or by very fast, I mean like it's fast, but like not as fast as fire or double fire. However, stone is used to get some of the shards, like this one right here. So it's definitely way better than just using stone on its own. Double stone is one of my favorite abilities, by the way. So we sadly will not be able to see it. But if you ever want to play this game, use double stone. It's pretty cool. This little mini boss here is pretty free. I've never seen anyone messed up too horribly. Our players can be jumping over, jumping sometimes with it and slow and like just throwing it on the ground. To my knowledge, if you jump with curling in the air, it like goes further and you don't have to like uncurl. If you continue to like, if you use curling and you don't if you don't cancel it, it'll just keep going for a little bit longer. Shasta has barely taken the lead, as by the way, due to slightly better curling movement. Our players can be jumping to just keep as much of that speed as possible. Coming up to the underwater section, this is one of the places where curling's going to be saving the most time over single fire. And because rocks underwater, if you ever threw a rock in a lake, it just drops straight down there, dude. And that's exactly what it does with Kirby here. I don't know what these branches things are. Like someone said, I forgot who it was, but someone said they're not branches or something. Not too sure what they are. If anyone knows, please tell me. Oh, Zappay missing the door barely, furthering the lead slightly. Spines? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Our players grabbed stone, or not stone, bomb at the start here. So normally, Kirby has like limited, floating abilities, which is why it's not abused everywhere. However, right here, we're gonna see a little mechanic in the game, where if you take damage and then try to float again, it like resets the floating limitation. So our players are just gonna float straight up to the top of this room by taking 2 hits on purpose. Very cool. I don't know if any of our runners are gonna be doing the super hard thing here, but there are some crazy things they can do in this room. Oh, Zappay! Going for it, but missing it. My guy. Our runners have grabbed Light Bulb, which is going to be used to for this little puzzle here, which you just match the things after using the light bulb after seeing if they are in the room. Chest is still keeping a slight lead. However, RNG can change anything. Shasta is on to Pix. The first half of Pix is pretty much an auto-scroller. You can like... You can just like... There's like... I believe there's 2 different attacks Pix can do, and like... If you know what attacks they are, you can just move correspondingly and just sit there for the rest of the thing. Very cool. Pix is most useful for bathroom breaks and attempts. We get to watch Kirby dance. I believe Shasta's fight is right about to begin. Yep. We'll be using the... Hopefully, some RNG can change what we do here. It looks like Shasta got the good RNG. We can use the double star to deal good damage to like 2 of the guys. The red one will have to be hit twice. Let's see what RNG Zappay gets. Ooh, Zappay gets good RNG too. This game notoriously has a lot of RNG in it. Good fights from both players. World 3 is very cool. There's a lot of fishes and stuff, and I like fishes. Also gonna be grabbing single fire again. Yay. Of course, single fire speed things up. Floating here kind of breaks this level a little bit. You get to, or skips, or like it breaks this room at least, because you can just kind of float up it all the way. Oops. Even with the floating limitations, it doesn't like. It still allows you to do it. There's some interesting movement on a Shasta string. You want to spawn the penguin, like, to just run into that bomb guy, and you can just get them both right there. Bomb Ice is the snowman, by the way, is the exploding snowman, which is a very sick ability. We also get to fight this mini boss with it. The shard coming up for the bomb snowman thing is coming up right here. You have to carry it all the way just for this one shard. All the shard requirements do give a lot of variety to the run, which I like. Shasta's still maintaining a pretty decent lead of about, like, what, 10 seconds? So, very close still. It's still anyone's game. 3-2 is one of my favorite / least favorite levels. It's very cool and cool to look at, but I really hate playing it. So the water here pushes you slightly to the right. So whenever we're in the water, we're going to try to jump as little as possible and just stay on the ground. And we get to carry this enemy in our mouth for quite a while. And the water right here on Shasta's screen pushes us the other way, so we want to jump as much as possible. We get, we combine fire and rock to get the volcano ability, which will help us for this mini-boss and to get the shard. I don't know if anyone's going to be doing it. Shasta's not doing it. There's cool, like, tech that was found actually kind of recently. I'll see if Zappay does it first. Oh, he is doing it. Oh, and he... Oh, that's not good. He tried going for it, but... Ooh. Poor Zappay. So what he wanted to do was use the double star to to kill the crab enemy in one hit, or in like, not one hit, but like most take out a good chunk of its health, but he accidentally ran into him, which is, ooh. We get to go, this is one of the many, wholesome Kirby Waldy sections. There are 3 of these in the game. We get to see Kirby and Waldy go on a boat ride, and Kirby and Waldy going on a minecart and sledding. We're gonna get... Kirby puts an enemy in their mouth right here, because, normally if you just land on the ground after falling a long distance, you do a little bounce thing. However, if you grab an enemy, it doesn't do that. It can stay longer in the water, which pushes you right. Very small thing, but saves a decent bit of time. This is the part of the room. This is the part of the level that I absolutely hate. Cool to look at though. If you like, this is a giant waterfall, and if you hit one of these logs near the top, you can like barrel like a full long time down the waterfall, and it's terrible. Don't recommend. Watching people just blow through this is mind-boggling to me. 3-3. All right. This is the part of the part of the game where we get to send our Rick predictions. If you don't know what Rick is a animal friend we need to get to basically it's a 1 in 6 chance to get to like save time or something, and you can do it like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like you have a bag of freaking mystery suckers, and then like each sucker has a different flavor, but you for some reason just want the lemon flavor. And you like, and if you like lose the sucker guess, you just lose a ton of time. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but everyone just guess numbers. Highest so far in the tournament is 9, which is bad, and lowest so far is 2. 9 is by Darksel and Cyril, and 2 has been achieved by both Quo and Run in a Week. Winner of the Rick guess, by the way. If anyone wins the Rick guess, I will give a gift sub to SpeedGaming. Also, that goes for both players. Also, help me count because I'm bad. So this ability here, Stone and Cutter, it chooses a random animal friend, and we want Rick. Rick is the hamster. 1, 2. 2 tries for Mr. Shasta. I don't think anyone got Shasta. Zappay got -1, Rick. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th try for Shasta. Or for Zappay. Zappay getting worse RNG than Shasta. Now, did anyone get it? This is where I scroll up and stare for a million years trying to see if anyone got it. I don't think anyone got it. Dang, that's very unfortunate. There's another run coming up in coming up in 30 minutes. I don't know if anyone's doing the gift sub thing like me, but oh yeah, this room's cool because you get to carry around a fish. I believe that's the only time in the game where you that's the only time in the game where you actually like pick up one of the animals that are just laying around, which is very cool. There's a kind of tricky shard to get up here where if you forget about it and just go past it, you cannot go back and get it, which is very unfortunate. So hopefully everyone remembers to get it. Shasta getting it. Yes, Kirby 64 OST is very calming. Good thing about Kirby 64 music is that there's no bad song. Both runners getting that shard, thankfully. There's a cool quick kill we can do here. Let's see if Shasta gets it. Looks like he might have gotten it. There we go. If you just stay in that little pocket right there, you can just spam them with bombs and just annihilate them. Ooh, Shasta getting hit by those rocks. Those rocks are RNG if you get hit by them or not, or like where they spawn are RNG. Hopefully Zappay can get the quick kill. There we go. Zappay's still lagging behind a little bit, but is keeping a steady pace. It's good. They haven't fallen behind too much this level. This is Acro. Acro has a couple different things they can do in the second phase. I think the first phase is pretty much the same every time. Not too sure about that. Someone who knows more about the game can yell at me if I'm wrong. The second phase, there's like 3 patterns they can do, 2 of which are good, 1 is very bad, and you lose like 5 seconds or something. If you can't tell, this game there's a lot of RNG. Ooh, good RNG from Shasta. Ooh, bad RNG, never mind, I was wrong. I forgot what the bad RNG looked like. Shasta's on to Neostar while Zappay's finishing up the World 3 boss. Looks like Zappay got the same pattern, which is unfortunate. I believe Swordsman Kirby is like the only person ever who's actually one-cycled that, or like killed them fast enough on that turn, so it's really it is possible, it's very hard to not lose time there. This level's pretty cool. You get to see dashing a lot in it. This room, I remember this room because it's when I discovered you can just inhale and then like put the enemies above your head, and I thought it was the coolest thing as a kid. So we grabbed single fire, which, oh, missing the thing. I'm gonna use to fight this. Oh wait, that's next room. Vines here. The death flame here is very misleading. So the runners wants to be very careful to not go too low. If you go too low, you just die and there's nothing to do about it. Vines, you can just jump off them and then go really fast. This is the Fire Galbo. Respect the Fire Galbo. It's very amazing. Probably the best enemy in the game. IMO. Ooh! Shasta almost losing single fire there. However, was able to get it back. Zappay getting a better cycle on the vines there, saving a little bit of time over Shasta. We get the invincibility candy. I don't think I ever talked about it, but it makes you invincible. You're not invincible to the to the void though, sadly. Looks like Zappay's section was a bit cleaner than Shasta's, so he will make up some time from that. We're gonna backtrack right here, and my screen just decided to buffer. Thanks, internet. Backtrack to get bomb, I believe. I'm gonna refresh real quick. My screen's frozen. Alright. Shasta got Dynamite. Dynamite used to be one of my favorite abilities when I was a kid. And we also get the minecart section. Another one of my favorite sections because you just get to hang out with Waddle Dee. And who doesn't want to hang out with Waddle Dee? Dynamite will be used to get one of the crystal shards. Something interesting about Dynamite is that it can hurt you unless you hold down and have Kirby put on a little hard hat. There's going to be a mid-boss that we have to fight, which will be very dangerous if we're low on health because of the Dynamite's hurting effects. Yes, kids don't play with Dynamite. These crushing enemies surprisingly do not one-hit kill you like other crushing things in the game. And they do have top hitboxes, so you do not want to land on the tops of them. Very interesting game design choice. We're going to do a little damage boost right there, just so that the Sonic animation gets cancelled. Something interesting about the Dynamite, once again, is that it can be used. If you like throw it, it has like a timer to when it'll go off. However, if you throw it at an enemy, it'll explode immediately upon impact. Thank you, SpeedGaming 3, for the raid. This level is like pretty much entirely just base Kirby movement. We're gonna throw Dynamite right here and hopefully hit that enemy, which Shasta successfully gotten. Get that shard. Got really fast. This mid boss right here is the dangerous one. However, Shasta's health looks pretty good, so I don't think there's any risk. Dang, he didn't even. Oh, he got damaged once. Never mind. I said nothing. This crushing room, everyone close your eyes. Never mind, he missed it. Thankfully. I'll see if Zappay does it. It's a common swag thing to do some horrible crimes to a poor little guy. No, he's getting crushed. We're gonna carry Drill all the way to right here to grab this shard. Just more little things that we have to do to get 100%. So 100% includes getting all the crystal shards, if you didn't know, and fighting the secret end boss. Zappay picked up a lot of time in between levels. Zappay still maintaining a pretty decent lead, or not lead, but like still keeping up pretty good. We're gonna use curling here once again because stone, very cool. Oh, actually we need for ice, I believe. There's a very tricky, or not tricky, but like it's often for. Ooh, Mr. Shasta almost falling there. There's an often forgotten crystal in this level, so let's hopefully both the runners remember it. Ooh! So Adeline Pigs can paint 3 pictures right there, and Parasol is the slowest one, and Shasta gets it. It is very, very slow compared to either Top Hat or Pizza. Top Hat being the fastest. See what Shasta. Ooh, Zappay gets Top Hat. Ooh, this could be a very good time difference that Zappay needs. Good chance for him to get back a little bit of time. I believe my internet is dying right now. Okay, can you guys hear me right now? Because my internet is like doing things. Okay, thank you. Y'all will have to tell me what's going on because my screen's getting obliterated. It looks like Shasta's on 4 something, 4-3, I think. That sounds right. 4-3 or 4-4, something around there. Internet, please. The movement here is very tricky. I got annihilated here once upon a time. I participated in a classic titles race once, and Kirby 64 was one of my worst games. And this was one of the many levels that just absolutely annihilated me. Purposeful damage boost from Shasta. I think my internet's back, by the way. Hopefully. Curling movement is very tricky. Something I never mentioned that I'm just now remembering is that in most games, like downward slopes will like speed you up, kind of. However, in this game, both upward and downward slopes slow you down. So you want to like kind of just stay on like neutral ground as much as possible, or jump up them as much as possible. Ron is staying very close. Most people get stuck right there when it comes to 100% in the game because there's no indication that you need like ice right there. Because you need ice to get that one crystal right there, which is very weird. We're gonna get double fire in this room. It's just good for clearing everything. Thankfully, there's a bunch of food just spread apart at this level, so you can take a lot of damage. You can just pick up food. Zappay maintaining a pretty good distance. I'm gonna try counting right here to see exactly how far apart it is. About 14-second difference, so still a very close race. Anything can still happen. We're gonna use the double abilities to break these blocks, and because we have 2 abilities, it'll just break through all of the blocks. You'll see it on Zappay's screen. Cool tech. We're grabbing Cutter here, and we're gonna hopefully combine it with Fire to get Fire Sword. Shasta successfully getting it. Fire Sword is very useful for this boss. Does quite a bit of damage, and has a pretty big hitbox. Looks like Shasta getting good RNG for the first phase. Magman has notoriously some RNG, as with everything in this game. Looks like Zappay got the same pattern as Shasta. Mr. Shasta getting bad RNG on the second phase. There are 3 different attacks Magman can do, and that is the worst one, because he didn't just stay down there. Ooh, Zappay getting bad RNG too, of course. Using the double star kill. Same RNG for Wispy, same RNG for Acro, same RNG for Magman. What's going on? I never know what to talk about for this level, because it's mostly just single firing. Ooh, Shasta! Taking a bit of damage there. Giving Zappay some time to catch up. And now they're almost synced, oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, they're on different parts of the level. Never mind, I'm stupid. Zappay getting back a ton of time though. Still a very, very close race. It's anyone's game. And now we get the final Kirby DD, or Kirby Waddle Dee bonding session. The sledding part. No one knows why there's this section in the game, or like all of the Waddle Dee sections in the game, but I don't think anyone's complaining either. I believe we'll see DDD yeet Kirby one more time. Two more levels, my bad. Dark Yellow, isn't your match in like 10 minutes? There's another match starting in like 10 minutes. By the way. These racers are still keeping a pretty close distance apart. Zappay getting hit though. Ooh. Shoutouts to good little enemies there. Shoutouts to Grample, who called them Sean, and that's now forever what I'm known by. If you get hit by the Sean's boulders there, they'll like hit you all the way down the like hill and you'll just tumble all the way down. It loses like a billion years at least. Zappay missing some of the ledges. A lot of people love the song because this song is very, very good. However, the level itself is pretty awful. There's two things to worry about in this level, which we'll get to later. It's a remix of Butter Building from Kirby's Adventure. This place gives me, or the part that Zappay is on now, it gives me anxiety, because I think the runners are gonna die. But there's a crystal down here, so you need to go down there. Thankfully, this first room, though, is not the hard part of the level. Sit through this slow, like, slime ball section. I don't know what it is. Alrighty. Much like in 2-1, there's a Sparky enemy coming up that we need to combine an ability with. Thankfully, none of our runners got screwed over too hard from it last time. However, this one is going to be a bit more rough. There's going to be a ledge that Sparky can just jump off of. And it just makes everything 10 times worse. And I believe everyone and their mother hates this. Oh yeah, we also get Needle here. Needle's what we're going to combine with Sparky. Alright, let's hopefully Shasta is able to get the good RNG he needs. As he will be coming on to it first. There's Sparky right there. Shasta gets it. Good. Mr. Sparky was nice. Let's see how Zappay does. Oh! And Sparky jumps off the cliff. No! And... oh! Sparky's not being nice to Zappay. The distance between Zappay and Shasta gets further away. We needed to get this shard right here, and after defeating this boss. And now we're in the mall level. This level is like way harder than it looks, apparently. There's also the Sean up here. This level will pretty much be solo Kirby the entire time, or most of the time. Which is where we get to optimize just dashes and... or not dashes, slides and everything. Shasta gets eaten by a... I wasn't laughing at Shasta getting eaten, I was laughing at what Quill said. But, I'm gonna try and see how far they are apart. They're like a couple of rooms apart. This enemy right here is way harder than it looks, especially when you do not have this needle ability. My classic titles race I referred to earlier, I got absolutely owned on that boss. The mid-boss. Add a line, we'll paint some stuff on the wall, which will tell us what colors to do. Or some fruits on the wall. Orange is actually the second worst one you can get. Ooh, and lemon's the other worst one you can get. So both runners got pretty not too great RNG. The absolute worst thing you can get is both lemon and orange, which are both at the end. We get drill here for a couple, for a, I'm forgetting how words work, to get a shard. Also, these Shotzos are very good at doing the job. They're like the only Shotzos in the entirety of Kirby that have ever succeeded. They basically have aimbot and you can just predict your movements. If you jump at the wrong time, they'll hit you, and you can like lose 0.3 seconds. Pretty terrible. Upcoming up on Shasta's screen is my favorite level in the game. I don't know why it's my favorite level, but it's my favorite level. It's the factory level. We also get to use drills straight down for the only time in the entire game, which is very interesting in my opinion. I never knew for the entirety of the game, when I was playing this casually, that you could throw drill downwards. But now I know. Zappay still... Shasta still has only a slight lead, as Zappay can still catch up at pretty much any time. And this is a level that's pretty brutal as well. This is the last DD section in the game, I believe. And those little crusher guys with the like the hammers and stuff in the background, if they crush you, you die in one hit. It's pretty brutal. And I don't think any of these runners are going to be going for the super risky strats, but there are some really nutty strats you can do. Ooh, Shasta getting crushed by those guys. We're also gonna be seeing one of one of my favorite abilities for the first time in this game, lightsaber. Lightsabers, spark plus cutter. We can use them to just annihilate this bird dude. And use our double star to kill him. And then grab one of the fire guys and get single fire. Which, as we've explained in the past, single fire very fast. And Zappay closens, gets closer to Shasta. This could be up to just like HR and Miracle Matter, because they've been close this entire game. Oh my gosh. This match is insane, dude. The closening continues. Both players making it through the Crusher section. Alright. Grabbing Spark. Shasta getting the Pog card. And HR. We got a Spark for HR. Makes our lives way easier. Right off the bat, Shasta getting bad RNG. What we want to see is claps and slaps. Zappay getting a slap. And now it's even. Now it's synced, dude. The sync. Oh my gosh. It's still synced. Zappay getting a clap, and Zappay takes the lead, just like that. Able to finish off the first phase of HR. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mr. Shasta missing the other hit. Oh no, and getting more missiles. Shasta, no. Thankfully he got a slap. Oh my gosh. Zappay is back in the lead for the first time in a long while. And Zappay has finished HR. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna switch the audio real quick. We're back in 1-1. The race is getting way more close. This race is getting way more crazy, dude. Zappay only on 2 health, though. We get to use Needle here and just annihilate this Saw Blade. Poor Saw Blade. F for Saw Blade. Oh man. We get to get the Gordo power up for the first time in the entire game, and the only time for the entire game. The Gordo respect for the Gordo ability. It's pretty cool. However, that's the only time it'll ever be used, sadly. Oh man. Oh man. Zappay backtracking for Spark. I'm out of words, dude. We get the spooky level. Just in time for October. Combining Spark with the lightsaber, or Spark with Cutter right here to get the lightsaber. We get to be Darth Maul and annihilate all of these enemies. Deity is here to save the run, as we would have been stuck there forever if it wasn't for Deity to come and save the day. So thank you, Deity. Shoutouts to Lightsaber here for poking through the wall and allowing us to see where Kirby is. Makes life way easier. Now we get to dance a little bit. I believe this is the last candy in the entire game. And that is the last we'll see of the candy. At least for Zappay. Shasta gets it right here. Oh man, I have to like... I'm gonna see how far they are apart. We get to listen to some epic bass in the in this level. They're about like 15 seconds apart. At least from what I counted. The movement here is very sick. Just this entire level. Destroy these enemies basically before they spawn. Oh man. This room is very cool that Zappay's in. So we're gonna get rid of lightsaber. Grab I can't speak. We're gonna grab Archer, break the block, get the shard, grab a spark, combine it with thing, get lightsaber back. Very cool. I messed up my words there, but whatever. Darth Kirby is going in right now. Very close still. It's still anyone's game. This is like a... Oh my gosh. Anything can still happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, Zappay getting hit. Ooh. Oh, Zappay getting hit again. Zappay wants to keep as far away from Shasta as possible. Oh wow. It's up to Miracle Matter, RNG, O2 RNG, and whoever can outperform the other. Miracle Matter is coming up. Lottery time! Lose for Zappay. Ooh, Mega Lose. Holy crap. That is very bad RNG to start off with. For Zappay. Not looking too good for Zappay. Let's see how Shasta's start is. Lottery time! Lose. Okay. That is fine, though. Shasta getting a better pattern from the fire. Oh my gosh. Hopefully fire's better this time for Zappay. It is. Ooh, it's pretty evened up, I think. I don't know. Zappay so far has had a worse RNG, I believe. Oh! Zappay's spinning it out by accident! Oh no! So hopefully Spark is nice. Spark is one of the harder ones to counter. Oh man. Spark was not nice. Oh my gosh. This is crazy, man. Looks like... Oh, man. Oh, Zappay just barely missing it. Oh, no. Zappay still has Bomb and Spark to go. Wow, I believe. Did Shasta finish? I can't pay attention to both, man. Zappay just needs one hit. And... Oh, Shasta also just needs one hit. Zappay's in the lead. He just needs one hit. Miracle Matter is done for Zappay. Oh, man. Mr. Shasta done. There's like a 5-second difference, ladies and gentlemen. 0-2 is it all. Shasta's on 1 HP. Oh no. He needs to be very careful. Zappay's not gonna eat the tomato. He's going in with oh man. He's going into 0-2 with 2 health. Shasta's opting for the tomato. Play smarter, not harder, everyone. Oh man. So, you can do a 1 cycle on 0-2. However, it depends on RNG and if you can get it or not. I don't know if either of these players go for it. I believe they both do. But let's just see what happens. You want to hit the band-aid as it comes back around. Zappay doesn't get the chance to. Oh no. Oh, both miss it. It looks like Zappay's game. Pretty sure Zappay has this in the bag. Oh my gosh, man. Zappay is finished with a 1:11.22, winning this race. Oh my gosh. Very close. Oh man. Shasta finishes with an 11:32. Wow. Very close. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it, man. That match was crazy close the whole way through. Wow. Congratulations to Zappay, though. It was very close the whole way through. The race was pretty much decided at HR. Oh man. I cannot believe I was that close, though. Like a 12 seconds difference. Congratulations to both runners, though. They both performed excellently. keeping us on our nerves the whole time. I'm gonna... I'm gonna try to pull up the schedule real quick. Let me see what... I'm not sure if there's anything after this. But man, that was really close. Language does not play a difference at all in this game, I believe. Congratulations, Zappay. GG's to both runners. That was insane. There's another race going on at the moment. I believe at least. I'll pull it up right now. I think it's on SpeedGaming 4? Yes, SpeedGaming 4. Maybe not SpeedGaming 4. SpeedGaming 2, my bad. At SpeedGaming 2, Dark Ryalu versus, that's not the right one. Dark Ryalu versus Rykopin is happening right now. If you want to go watch that. I'm not too sure if anything is happening after this. I'm gonna try to find it real quick. I've never navigated the schedule before, so I have no idea. I don't think there's anything going on right after this on this channel. So if you want to see more Kirby, more Kirby's... oh man. Hopefully it's like as intense as that match, because that match was insane. Like, Shasta and Zappay were like barely apart from each other for like most of the time. I don't know if any of them are going to come in for an interview. It's understandable if they don't. Alright, I believe Zappay is going to be joining us in a second for an interview.
マイクは聞いてるんで。
Hello, Zappay. Congratulations on your win.
あ、やばい、こっちに入ってる。Hello, I'm Zappay.
Were you like watching to see how close that was, or?
ってくださいね。Actually, なんだろう、Severe match.
You're not watching it?
Do you know what?
It was there in the beginning there, you guys switched places a lot of the way through, and it was very intense. But then you caught up right after HR in it.
Yes.
Oh.
Very good to HR.
It's a very close race and very intense.
Yes, very close. Only 10 seconds.
Alright.
The name is vacuuming and vulnerability. I think this match will losing.
And Sparky jumped off the cliff for you too, and
Yes. 5 to Sparky. なんだっけHe diving to air.
Yeah. It looks like both you and Shasta both had a mixed bag of RNG. It was a very good match either way. Very close, kept us on our toes.
I think this round will be very nearly time.
Very happy with your time?
Yes, I'm happy.
Alrighty. I think we'll go ahead and end it right there then. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks for watching.
There is another match going on over on SpeedGaming 2, as I mentioned earlier. That is Dark Ryu versus Raikopin. I suggest go watching them play. I definitely will be afterwards. Congratulations once again, Zappay, and excellent. Both of you played excellently, and it all came down to RNG at the end, but both of you just played absolutely excellently. Alrighty. Thank you all once again for watching. Head on over to SpeedGaming 2. I'm not too sure if there's anything after this. I don't think so. I didn't see anything on the schedule. But